Right now, Indian VIPs fly in Russian-made Mi-17 V5 choppers built for combat roles, not luxury transport. Not ideal, so Lockheed Martin offer their S-92 instead. What looks like a simple machine swap is actually tangled up in power signals, national image, and long-term choices. The way leaders travel soon could reflect deeper alliances and judgments made today. 3 decades of high-level movement might hinge on this one pick. Years have passed since the Indian Air Force began flying different forms of the Mi-17. This one, called V5, stands out among Russian export models. Strong dual engines push it forward. High up in thin mountain air, it keeps working smoothly. Dusty runways at extreme elevations pose no real problem. Many Western choppers falter under those conditions. Heavy changes go into these helicopters when used by top officials. Ballistic armor gets added, along with gear that spots incoming missiles. Flares and chaff launchers help dodge attacks. Communication turns secure through encryption. The cabin becomes much stronger than standard. Their track record stays solid over time. Still, worries keep rising. Because of the war between Russia and Ukraine, finding replacement parts gets harder. Though tough in rough conditions, the Mi-17 was built to carry soldiers, never meant for presidents. Out here, how smooth it feels inside depends on what you expect. Bumpy rides show up now and then, plus the interior looks basic at best. Out of nowhere, the Sikorsky S92, these days part of Lockheed Martin, shows up in the discussion. Not many helicopters match the S92. This one flies presidents. Its military twin, the VH-92, now serves as Marine One. Built fresh, not modified, its bones were shaped by strict rules. Keep people safe, make rides smooth. Most folks can stand up inside the S-92, which stretches close to 17 meters. Unlike the boxy feel of the Mi-17, this one gives off quiet comfort, almost like a high-end vehicle built for air. Smoothness comes easier here thanks to advanced tech that cuts down shaking during flight. Even if a rotor blade develops a crack, the design allows safe operation. No other model had that approval when it arrived. Toughened glass stands strong against birds hitting its speed, while backup systems repeat throughout the build. Apart from that, the helicopter flies much farther and stays airborne longer thanks to updated digital instruments inside the cabin along with stronger soundproofing. When used for top-level transport, protection systems similar to those on the Mi-17 can go in. Only here they fit together more smoothly, looking less cluttered. So, here's how things actually compare. The S-92 is big inside and gives more room. There's not so much space in the Mi-17, especially when armored parts are added. Bigger bodies fit easier in the S-92, while tighter squeezing happens in the Mi-17 once protection panels go in. Roominess really stands out in the S-92. The Mi-17? Well, there's just less breathing area, especially when it's fully loaded up. Up in the thin air, the Mi-17 really shows what it can do. Over places like Ladakh and the Northeast, it's been tested again and again. Flying tough missions where oxygen runs low actually suits this machine well. Even though the S-92 holds its own, it doesn't chase extremes of heat and height like the Russian model does. When it comes to safety and tech, the S-92 definitely pulls ahead. Its build just handles crashes far better. Vibration stays under tighter control, and the systems feel noticeably newer, almost without comparison. Older helicopters do mean fewer surprises when fixing them, though. India runs a big fleet of more than 200 Mi-17 models today. Spare parts show up fast because, the supply lines are well worn. But switching to the S-92 brings fresh hurdles. Tools, know-how, and backup gear must all come from scratch. Still, Lockheed talks about building much locally under Make in India plans. And about the price tag? The S-92 costs much more upfront and every time it flies. Still, since it's ready to go more often, fewer machines may be required overall. Why this choice matters goes way beyond just one helicopter. Right now, it honestly feels like an odd moment for this proposal. As it happens, India has been, slowly stepping back from heavy reliance on Russian weapons. When the war in Ukraine unfolded, cracks really showed in depending too much on one source. That choice puts a spotlight on shifting high-level transport to aircraft made in the West, even as those older Mi-17 helicopters keep hauling troops. A step like that could quietly build stronger ties between Indian and U.S. defense builders behind the scenes. What Lockheed Martin brings actually goes beyond just hardware. Technology moves across borders when they share know-how. Local production, well, it takes root right inside India. Here's the flip side, just as solid. What's broken about something doing its job fine already? The fact that those old Mi-17s have seen war zones doesn't hurt. Crews really bank on them. Shifting away means spending more than just fuel money. One option stands beside another, not just machines, but meaning. Flying the S-92 instead of keeping the Mi-17 V5 points beyond performance. What matters grows clear over time, whose engines lift India's highest-profile missions tomorrow. Russian metal or American wings. That decision shapes more than flight logs. Thank you for watching till the end, and if you found the video insightful, hit the like button and subscribe. See you in the next video.